I never thought life could feel this perfect. 3 years ago, I made a choice that changed everything. I secretly married Alina. Alina, the film queen whose charm lit up screens and hearts alike. To the world, she was untouchable, glamorous, a dream everyone wanted. But to me, she was mine. "You're still staring," she said one evening, brushing my hair from my forehead. "I can't help it," I muttered. "Every time I look at you, I feel lucky and terrified someone will find out." She laughed softly, the sound warm against my chest. "Do you really think the world matters more than us?" "I do," I whispered, gripping her hand tightly. "Every day I fear someone will expose us and then—" My voice faltered. "Then what?" Her eyes searched mine, curious and tender. "Then I'd lose everything. You, me, our secret," she smiled, leaning closer. "Secrets make love stronger." I couldn't argue. The life we built was fragile, delicate as spun glass. Every moment, every whispered conversation was stolen from the world. I loved her fiercely, yet I couldn't escape the pangs of jealousy. On set, she was adored by everyone, actors, directors, fans. And I was just a man hiding behind the shadows of her fame. "You're quiet tonight," she teased as we prepared dinner. "I'm thinking," I said, "about you, about us, about how long we can keep this hidden." 3 years, she replied with a sly grin, "and I haven't regretted it yet." I laughed nervously. "Neither have I, but one wrong move—" "Shh," she interrupted, pressing her lips to mine. "Don't ruin the moment. Our home was a sanctuary. The staff knew enough to respect our privacy. Our friends only glimpsed parts of our life. It was tender, yet every smile carried the weight of fear. Fear that our perfect illusion could crumble." "Do you ever wish we could just tell them?" I asked, glancing toward the window where city lights glittered. Alina's eyes softened. "No, not yet. The world isn't ready for us, and I'm not ready to let go." I nodded, though unease gnawed at me. I loved her, but love alone couldn't shield me from the consequences if the secret leaked. The thought made my stomach twist. Later, we sat in the living room, our legs tangled, our hands clasped. "Promise me," I whispered. "Whatever happens, we stay honest with each other." Her eyes glistened. "Always. Even if the world falls apart." And yet, even in that promise, a shadow lingered, a sense that one day something or someone would shatter our fragile world. "You're thinking—" "Again," she said, laying her head on my shoulder. "I am," I admitted. I can't stop." Her hand squeezed mine. "Then think. But don't let fear steal our moments. We have this, here and now. Nothing else matters." I breathed in the warmth of her presence, trying to push away doubt. I wanted to trust completely, to believe our secret could stay hidden forever. But deep inside, I felt the tension, the invisible thread keeping our happiness balanced, precarious, ready to snap. As night fell, I watched her sleep, the city lights reflecting in her hair. My heart ached with love and dread. This was my life, tender, secret, and beautiful. But I knew somewhere deep in my mind that secrets were fragile, and mine could break at any moment. I first noticed Maya at a film launch, her presence, commanding yet subtle. She smiled at Alina, radiating ambition that made my chest tighten. "You know her?" I asked Alina later, trying to mask my unease. "Not really," she said lightly, brushing hair from her face. "Just a rising actress, sweet, ambitious." I watched Maya from across the room, every movement calculated, confident. Sweet? I muttered. She doesn't just smile, she studies people, measures them. Alina chuckled. You're overthinking, she's harmless. Harmless. The word stung. I wanted to believe it, yet every instinct whispered caution. Days later, Maya greeted Alina on set with exaggerated warmth. Alina, it's an honor to meet you. Alina smiled politely. The honor's mine. You're talented. I've seen your work. I stayed behind the cameras, noticing the subtle tension. Maya's eyes lingered on Alina, then me. A flicker of understanding, almost like a challenge. Later, I asked Alina about it. Did you see her look? She's different. Different can be good, she said softly, avoiding my gaze. Good or dangerous? I pressed. She shrugged. I think you're imagining it. She's just ambitious. But I couldn't shake the unease. Maya's ambition wasn't ordinary. It was precise, intentional. Every word, every glance seemed layered with meaning. You're tense, Alina said, resting her hand on my shoulder. Relax. You worry too much. I worry about you, I confessed. About us. About her? Her laugh was soft, almost teasing. You're ridiculous. She's just starting out. You're imagining scenarios. Yet inside a seed of doubt was planted. Could Maya somehow disrupt what we had? Could she, without speaking a word, unravel the world I thought was untouchable? I tried to dismiss it, to focus on our secret life, stolen dinners, the quiet night. But every encounter with Maya left me on edge. I noticed the subtle way she listened to Alina, the careful way she complimented her. One evening, Alina said casually, You're thinking too much. Trust me, she's nothing to worry about. I wanted to believe her, truly. But deep down, I felt the first stirrings of a storm. And in my chest, a cold, nagging thought whispered, Maybe Maya already knows more than she's letting on. It was a normal morning, until my phone buzzed with a notification. My heart froze. Maya's social media, a photo, her holding a wedding certificate, and beside her, Alina. What is this? I muttered, my hands trembling. I called Alina immediately. Alina, why? Her voice was calm, almost eerily so. It's complicated. Complicated? Are you insane? This certificate, it's us. How could you— I can explain, she interrupted. It's professional strategy. Professional strategy? I yelled, pacing the room. You married me for strategy? There's more to it than that, she said softly, avoiding my gaze. I felt a cold panic, disbelief swallowing me. More to it? Do I even know you? Do I know who you are? I never wanted to hurt you, she whispered. Her words were hollow. My chest ached as betrayal and confusion collided. The life I knew, the love I believed in, seemed to vanish. I tried again, my voice cracking. Tell me this isn't real. Tell me it's a joke. It's real, she admitted. I didn't know how else to handle things. It seemed necessary. Necessary. The word echoed in my mind, sharp and cruel. I sank into the nearest chair, gripping the edge. I trusted you, I muttered, barely above a whisper. I gave you everything, and this is what I get? I know, she said. I never meant to, but the words didn't reach me. I couldn't process them. My secret marriage, my private world, had become a public, fragile lie overnight. Stared at my phone again. The image burned into my mind. Did I ever really know her? Did I ever matter to her beyond her plans? I need answers, I said, finally. And I'm going to get them. I arrived at Alina's home, my heart pounding.
Every step felt heavy. Why?
I asked. The moment she opened the door, she looked startled. Why what? Why did you do this? Why let her post that certificate? Why hide the truth from me for 3 years? Alina sighed, motioning me in. Sit, please. It's not what you think. I flopped onto the sofa, shaking. Not what I think. Maya's photo is everywhere, Alina, everywhere. And you're calm?
I'm calm because I didn't lie about my feelings, she said. I don't understand, I said, voice breaking. I married you, I loved you, and now? She leaned forward. I never stopped loving you. This was a career decision.
A professional shield. I didn't know how else to protect us. Protect us? I echoed bitterly. By letting the world think you're with someone else? There are layers, she said. Maya, she's ambitious. She could expose us, ruin everything. This certificate, it's a safeguard. I shook my head. You used me. I didn't want to, she whispered. I swear. I clenched my fists. And Maya, she knows, doesn't she? She's part of this. Alina hesitated. She knows some things, but not everything. I left her house, storming into the streets. The city felt suffocating, the noise of traffic echoing my anger. I tracked Maya next, my questions ready. I saw the post, I said when I found her, on set. Why? Maya smirked, calm. Why what? Why hold that certificate? Do you know what you've done? I know, she said. And honestly, you should have seen it coming. Seen it coming? My voice rose. Do you even
understand what this means? I understand enough, she replied, eyes cold. You two have secrets. Everyone has secrets.
Some of us just play the game better. I left, burning with betrayal. Alina, Maya, the people I trusted. Everything was now a puzzle of lies, and, deep inside, a voice whispered, I will uncover the truth. I will know everything, no matter the cost. The next morning, I woke to chaos. Paparazzi, fans, journalists, it was everywhere. Phones flashed, microphones thrust forward.
Is it true? Are you married to Alina? I raised my hands defensively. I don't comment on personal life. A colleague sneered. Come on, don't lie. We all saw the certificate. Alina appeared beside me, composed. Please.
Let's not speculate. The truth will come out in time. I felt humiliated. My private life, once tender and secret, had exploded into public scrutiny. I retreated to my car.
How could this happen? I muttered. You knew the risk, Alina said, following. But I didn't expect it to leak now. I trusted you, I shouted. 3 years. You let the world see this before explaining anything. I was scared, she whispered. Scared for both of us. The media storm continued. Every friend, every colleague asked questions. I smiled politely, hiding the betrayal that roared inside. Do you regret it?
Someone asked. I laughed bitterly. Regret? I wish I knew the truth sooner. At home, I sat alone, scrolling the news. The photos, the headlines, the speculation. It was relentless. Anger, heartbreak, humiliation. It churned inside me. What?
Now? I whispered to myself. Alina's voice came through the phone.
Hold on. Don't make any moves yet. I wanted revenge. I wanted answers. But most of all, I wanted to protect what little remained of my heart. The world had seen the secret. Our private moments had exploded. And now I faced a moral dilemma. Fight publicly, expose everything, or safeguard my emotions in silence. I clenched my fists. One thing was clear. I could no longer be passive. I slammed the door behind me, the apartment suddenly feeling suffocating. Alina stood by the kitchen. Counter, calm as ever, her eyes avoiding mine. Alina, I need the truth. Every word. No more games, I said, voice shaking. She folded her arms. Games? I thought we were protecting each other. Protecting? You lied. You used me. I never used my feelings for you, she said softly. But yes, I manipulated. Some things to protect my career, our life, I paced. Manipulated 3 years? All of it? Yes, she admitted, voice trembling now. Every decision was to shield us, but I never stopped caring for you. Caring? You made me believe we were building a life while everyone could see this secret marriage as nothing. I feared exposure, she whispered. Maya, she's ambitious. I didn't want her or anyone else to destroy what we had. I clenched my fists. So you chose deception over honesty? Her lips quivered. I chose survival. I wanted us to survive. Together. Survive? I laughed bitterly. I feel like I've been living a nightmare while thinking it was paradise. I know, she said, eyes glistening. And I'm sorry. I never imagined it would hurt this much. Sorry doesn't fix it, I muttered. I don't even know who I'm mad at. Maya, you... Myself? Don't blame yourself, she said, stepping closer. You loved me. You trusted me. That's never wrong. Wrong? Everything feels wrong, I shouted. How can love coexist with lies? Her hand touched mine. It's complicated. Love isn't always pure. It's messy, painful, but real. I tore my hand away.
I can't just forgive this. Not yet. You don't have to, she whispered. Just understand why I did it. That's all I ask. I walked to the window, staring at the city lights. My mind raced. Betrayal, heartbreak, anger. They
all collided. But beneath it, a spark formed. I needed to reclaim control, to understand, to act. This was the turning point. Love was tangled with deception, but I wasn't powerless anymore. The next day, I started my investigation. Friends, colleagues, insiders, anyone who could shed light on Maya's role. Did she know more than she showed? I asked my assistant. She's careful, he said. But subtle cues... Yes, she knew things she shouldn't have, I nodded. And Alina, how much of this was her plan? Alina wanted control, yes, but she also feared for both of you, he replied. I spent hours piecing it together. Every conversation, every meeting, every smile, layers of duplicity. My anger grew, but so did clarity. I will not be a victim, I muttered, pacing my apartment. I will expose the truth, and I will regain what was mine, Alina called later. You're acting rash, she said. Rash? I laughed. You've deceived me for years. I'm finally thinking clearly. You're angry, she whispered. I'm strategic, I corrected. Anger is fuel. I will confront this carefully. I'll uncover motives, expose lies, and regain control. I met friends and industry insiders. Did Maya know the certificate would leak? I asked. Maybe, one said. She's ambitious, yes, but she plays smart. Timing is key. I absorbed every detail, every clue. Each piece brought clarity. Alina's duplicity was layered, but mine was opportunity. I could navigate this maze, and I could emerge unscathed. At night, I reviewed evidence, messages, photos, subtle hints of Maya's ambition. I realized Alina and Maya had underestimated me. I will not be humiliated in silence, I said aloud. Not anymore. For the first time in weeks, I slept with a sense of purpose. Revenge, exposure, or reclaiming dignity. Whatever path I chose, I would act decisively. This was no longer just about love or betrayal. It was about control, and I was ready. I arrived at Alina's studio with evidence compiled. Maya was there too. Alina froze. "This ends now," I said, voice steady. Alina's lips quivered. "Please, I didn't mean—" "Didn't mean? You manipulated me for years," I interrupted. Maya smirked. "Ah, the truth finally speaks. I held up messages, photos, timelines. You both underestimated me. I know everything." Alina's face paled. You shouldn't have seen those." "I should have known sooner," I said, anger simmering. "But I'll make it clear, manipulation ends here." Maya leaned forward. "And what will you do? Expose us?" "Exactly," I said. "I will let the truth decide. No one can control me now." Alina's voice cracked. I love you." "Love? Your love was a shield," I said coldly. "It doesn't erase betrayal." Maya tilted her head. "You feel powerful now, but this is temporary." "Temporary or not," I said, "I've reclaimed my narrative. Your games, your facades, they crumble now." Alina sobbed. "I only wanted to protect us." "You protected nothing," I replied. "You lied, you deceived, and for what? Status? Control?" The room grew tense. Maya's smirk faded. Alina's tears fell. Both confronted with their own truths, powerless against the evidence I presented. "I will forgive when I see sincerity," I added, voice steady. "Not before, not for manipulation, not for deceit." Silence fell. Their carefully constructed worlds were breaking. And for the first time, I felt clarity, power, and a sense of moral justice. Within days, repercussions hit. Alina faced backlash, online, colleagues whispering, casting doubts on her professionalism. Zayan, Alina's manager, struggled to contain rumors. "This will damage everything," he said. I listened quietly. Karma moved slowly but surely. Maya's career wavered.
"Under scrutiny, you think this will hurt me?" Maya asked one night. I shook my head.
"No, karma isn't about punishment. It's about truth coming to light." Even my friends noticed the shift. "You look calm," one said. "I am," I replied. "Seeing them face consequences doesn't heal everything, but it restores balance. The lies, the manipulation, they're exposed. That's enough for me." At home, I reflected on months of deception, heartbreak, and betrayal. It was painful, but I realized revenge alone would never satisfy me. Understanding, clarity, and personal control were far more powerful. Alina's apologies flooded my phone. I read them silently. "Too late," I whispered. "The damage is done." Watching their world crumble, I felt neither joy nor glee. I felt liberation. I walked into the sunrise, feeling the city awaken around me. Amna met me, hand in mine. "You okay?" she asked softly. "I am," I said, eyes on the horizon. "For the first time, I choose myself. Not them, not Alina, not Maya." "You've changed," she observed. "Yes," I smiled. "I won't beg for love or validation. I won't be manipulated. I'll live on my terms." Friends came by, offering support, encouragement. "You've endured so much," one said. "And I will continue," I replied. "But only for me." Some headlines faded, rumors silenced by time. I walked past paparazzi, indifferent. The past no longer controlled me. "I survived," I whispered to myself. "I'm not just alive, I'm free." I glanced at the city below, at the life that stretched ahead. Every step forward was mine, every breath mine alone. The scars remained, reminders of pain, but also proof of resilience. Love, betrayal, fame, deception, they shaped me, but did not define me, and as I stepped into the sunlight, I whispered one final truth. This time, I live for me.